I am a scratch golfer and I love to help people play better golf. In this video, we are going to be going over how to correctly grip the golf club and what grip might be best for you and your swing. This video is not just for beginners. If you're looking to improve on your fundamentals, this video is for you as well. Let's get right into this one. Enjoy the video. So guys, one of the first things you want to do before even trying to grip the golf club is making sure that your club face is square to the target. So when you step up to the golf ball, you want to set that club face down and make sure it's square to the target. There's going to be some letters most likely on your grip that are going to be straight. Okay, if you have those letters too far to the right, that's going to open your club face. If you have those letters too far to your left, it's going to close that club face. So make sure that those letters are straight down. That should be a square club face for you. So I'm right-handed, so in this video, I'm going to be referring to a right-handed golfer, but the same is going to apply. Just make it the opposite if you are a left-hander. So once we have a nice square club face, then you want to go with your gloved hand, which is going to be your non-dominant hand. Again, I'm right-handed, so my left hand is the one that is going to be gloved. Now, you want that club to rest right in the fingers and right up into here, and then you want to wrap those pinky, ring finger, and middle finger around, and then you want this left thumb to kind of come across and go here. You're going to create just a nice little V here with your thumb and index finger, and that V you want pointed up to your right shoulder. Again, left-handed player would be a left shoulder. All right, so this is a good left-handed grip. Now, what is a weak left-handed grip? Weak left-handed grip is when your thumb is more on the side of the grip here to the left. And what that means is when you get to impact, you're not going to be able to close that club face as easily with a weaker grip. All right, so you want that thumb to kind of be on top of, if not just on the right side of the grip. This is more of a neutral grip. All right, that thumb is just right on the right side, just barely on the right side. And then getting into a strong left hand grip is the more rotated over it is, like this is going to be a very strong grip, and when you go to impact, it's going to be very easy to close that club face. Today we're just going to kind of teach a neutral grip. However, if you're fighting a slice, you might want to be a little bit stronger. If you're fighting a hook, you might want to be a little bit weaker grip. And then here is going to be the back of that. You want to make sure to have a little bit of room here on the back. You don't want to be all the way on the edge like so. That's going to be bad for you. You want to have just a little bit of the butt of the club left here. Moving into the right hand, you want that right hand basically when you take your setup, you want that right hand just to fall in, and again, right in that padded area, right thumb around, and again here, you want to create somewhat of a V with your right hand, and that V again straight up your arm to your right shoulder. Now with the right hand, the more over the top you are, the weaker it is. It's kind of backwards from your left hand. So the more over the top you are, the more the thumb goes over on the other side, the weaker your grip is, and that's going to be harder to close that club face. The more on the right hand with the palm up, this is going to be a stronger grip, and it's going to be a lot easier to close that club face. Now, we're teaching just a straight neutral grip here. So just on the opposite side of the grip, creating that V right up to your right shoulder, and that is a good grip. Now, what does the back of the grip look like? There's different ways you can grip the club. This one is obviously called the 10 finger, or some people call it the baseball grip, where you're just all 10 fingers are touching the grip at all times. Then you have the overlap, which is what I use. My little right pinky overlaps that pointer. All right, so that's what I use. A lot of tour players use that as well. And then the interlock, which is where you basically cross the index finger and your pinky on your right hand, and that is called the interlock. A lot of tour players, including Tiger Woods, use the interlock grip. Do whatever is comfortable for you. As far as grip pressure, you want to grip it probably about a 5 or 6 out of 10. I like to say just a nice solid grip on the golf club. You don't want to grip too tightly because then your arms get really rigid and you're flexing those muscles, and it becomes very hard to get down to the golf ball. You don't want to be too stiff when you're hitting a golf ball. So a nice solid pressure on the grip.